Hi, Nancy. Can you hear me? It's Ryan.
Yes, hi Ryan. Yes,
Hey,
I'm
How
down.
you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad you can hear me because I'm down in Virginia in a valley that gets really bad cell service. So we're lucky
Uh,
again today.
yeah, sounds like it's coming in clear. Now I just hope Renee can hear me because I'm dialing in as well.
yeah, I can hear you both. Hi.
Hi.
Perfect.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. So let's see. Sorry, I guess I'm a minute late.
No, but Renee, I want to say thank you for sending me the link every Wednesday because I wouldn't even know how to sign in.
Oh, good. So it's working.
That's very helpful.
Awesome. Yeah, Nancy, are you on your phone or your computer?
I'm on my phone holding a baby.
Oh, how are the kids doing?
They're doing great, thanks.
Your picture this morning was interesting. It was funny, but gosh, I know. I'm sure that was hard.
I mean, it's pathetic. It's like an alcoholic digging through the garbage or drinking mouthwash.
Oh gosh. Well,
Just the fact that I actually looked at this thing like thinking, but I just kept smelling it.
does that help you to just smell it and walk away?
Yes, yep. Because I know if I eat, I feel sick. Because I feel sick when I cheat.
Yeah. It's not worth it. Definitely.
I mean, Renee, when my mom had those Godiva chocolates with like the rich dark chocolate in the middle, I just had a little sniff test and I was fine.
Oh, good.
Yeah, all you need is a little sniff test.
Yeah. I've been using cinnamon essential oil while I'm home, and it's weird. The smell reminds me of like baking bread or cookies or something, but it doesn't make me want the food. It just is satisfying to smell it.
Nice. Well, I had an idea for dessert on Thanksgiving, and this is probably so obvious to you, but a baked green apple with cinnamon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could do that now.
Right.
Yeah, that
So,
would be great. Yeah, actually, I was going to talk about Thanksgiving today. So let me see. I don't think Laura is on the call unless she's on and I just can't see or hear her. But I think 1, 2, 3, 4 people can't be on the call today. So it might just be the three of us, actually, and unless Laura shows up.
okay.
So we'll go ahead and get started. So Thanksgiving, let's just go ahead and jump to that. Yeah, Nancy, that's an awesome idea to do the baked apple. I'm already thinking ahead. I'm going to my parents for Thanksgiving. I'm thinking I'm going to make like a paleo pumpkin cheesecake or something like that, or pumpkin pie, I think it was. I saw a recipe for it.
Well, anything you come up with, Renee, please just send it my way beforehand, and because I'm doing what I do, it motivates me.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll once I get my menu together, I'll post it in the group.
Okay, great.
Yeah, because we growing up, we had this tradition of Thanksgiving morning making these decadent apple pancakes with ridiculous buttery, sugary syrup on top.
Oh,
But over the years, as we've gotten healthier, we're always looking for new options. So my mom the other day tried the pumpkin pancakes out of the cookbook, and I think we're going to make those on Thanksgiving.
okay, great.
I don't know if you've tried those, Ryan. I know you haven't, but
Yeah, I want to. That it's been on my list.
I think it's a little more like labor intensive. You probably have to do it on a weekend when you have more time, but that's a good option. Nancy, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
All the kids are coming to my house for the first time ever, and all their spouses and 6 grandkids, and
That's great.
and guess what I'm doing? It's kind of embarrassing, and I don't know how to deal with it, but it's the right thing to do. I'm ordering. Oh, that's my baby.
Oh.
I'm ordering everything from Wegmans, and I'm picking it up the day before.
Oh, I've heard about that. One of my friends does that.
But
the last 2 years.
Yeah, just because I want to enjoy my family and play with my grandkids, but I will make, those stuffed mushrooms. That was a practice, and I'm gonna make a bunch of stuff ahead of time that my husband and I can eat.
Oh, that's great.
So
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. Yeah, I totally get that. You don't want to be stuck in the kitchen all day.
right. I really,
Yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
mean, mixing it up is good. A couple of years ago, Renee and I and her family we did like a dinner out for Thanksgiving. It was like a prefix Thanksgiving meal, but it was like really kind of way outside of the normal tradition, especially for how big her family is. So it was cool though to give Renee's parents a year off from all the hosting and cooking and craziness. So.
Yes, because you can focus on listening to each other, it's nice. Because as the mom, like I've got, 3 daughter-in-laws and a daughter, they all go off into another room and have a little love fest, and I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to get that break. And I know, actually, Cindy, did you just jump on?
Nope,
Yeah.
Laura.
Oh, and Laura.
Hi.
Oh, hi, guys.
And Laura got on too. Hi.
Great. So we were just talking about Thanksgiving. Just talking about like what our plans are and what we're kind of planning for food. I already talked about maybe doing the pumpkin pancakes for breakfast. And I know, Mom, you tried those the other day. You tried the recipe?
Yeah, I thought they were good.
Yeah, so we might do that. And then I might bring a paleo pumpkin pie as an option.
That would be great. That would be great.
Yeah, so we were just kind of catching up about Thanksgiving. Laura, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Are you cooking?
So David's whole family is coming to our beach house. So I don't know if I'm cooking or not. I think I'm in charge of alcohol, which I may end up overbuying, given that I have to spend my Thanksgiving that way. But I'll end up cooking something because, I think so far we have someone bringing mashed potatoes and stuffing, like just all this traditional yummy but crappy stuff.
Right.
So I got to flip through my cookbooks and throw something healthy on the menu.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, just to have like one healthy dish. I mean, the good thing is, so, we'll be off the detox by 2 days for Thanksgiving. So just to kind of prep your head around what to do after. Obviously, the day after, we don't want to just jump into eating like a pound of sugar, but you do want to go back to the way of eating that you can maintain long term. So slowly adding in 1 or 2 foods the first day, and then Thanksgiving you can add another 1 or 2 foods in. So just kind of like pick what you want to enjoy on Thanksgiving. I think, certainly turkey is fine. That's a good food. Any vegetables you can bring. I was even thinking about maybe doing like a cauliflower mash. So instead of mashed potatoes, doing the cauliflower. With some bacon on top to make it taste really yummy. But just maybe like bringing one healthy option so you can load up on that. And then I would recommend staying away from the desserts on Thanksgiving just because I think your system is already going to be overwhelmed with adding in new foods. I don't think you want to jump to the sugar. Probably won't feel too good doing that. So just to recap, guys, we're 2 weeks in, 1 week to go. Does anyone have any questions before I cover a few things?
I have a question from last week.
Yeah.
Can you remind me what it was you were saying about why you never drink like water or whatever with your meals, like 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after? I remember that you said that, and I can't remember the why.
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. So the simplest way to think of it is your stomach is naturally very acidic, and you need it to be acidic to be able to digest your food, especially your protein. And then the stomach acid also prevents any foodborne pathogens from getting into the intestinal tract. So that acid is really important, and we know that drinking water can dilute that acid. It's not a bad thing throughout the day. Obviously, we want to be drinking water, and it's okay. But during meals, you want that stomach acid to be as acidic as possible to digest your food. So that's kind of why we want to stay away from water during meals.
Okay.
Thanks.
Got it. Thank you.
And something actually really interesting about stomach acid, I don't know if anyone ever experiences like heartburn or acid reflux, but that commonly happens when you don't have enough acid in your stomach. So it's kind of opposite of what mainstream medicine has told us, you have heartburn or reflux, take an antacid to suppress the acid. It will help you in the short term to feel better, but long term, it's destroying the acid in your stomach, and it's going to make the problem even bigger in the future. So what that acid is, when it comes back up as heartburn, it's actually that your stomach is low in acid, you're not digesting your protein, and then a byproduct of that is a couple different acids like lactic acid, and that is what comes up as heartburn. So things like apple cider vinegar, or certain supplements like betaine hydrochloride, those will boost stomach acid. So those are actually really good for during your meals to boost that. And I think that's part of the reason why apple cider vinegar has gotten such a popular. It's kind of in the big news at the moment, but yeah. So we need stomach acid. Yeah. Alrighty.
Yep. Thank you.
Welcome. All right, so just a few things just to think about in your final week. The only issue that really came up last week was, I think, some carb cravings. So now that we're all off of sugar, I mean, it's been a full 2 weeks off of the sugar. If you notice that you're getting a carb craving, you actually might need carbohydrates, and that's totally fine. So what we want to do is focus on getting the healthy carbohydrates in. So a low carb diet long term is not ideal, right? We do need carbohydrates to function. So on Facebook, I had recommended go get a sweet potato. You could also get a yam, maybe a banana, some kind of fruit, starchy veggies, squash. So getting sorry, I got some feedback there. So getting those healthy carbs in when you feel like you're craving the carbs is ideal. You just don't want to be reaching for the sugar. But speaking of that, if anyone has, I think everyone's on the phone, so you might not have your books in front of you, but if you go to the detox guide, and I can post this in the Facebook group so you have the page number, it's on page 220, and it talks about figuring out your carb count. And going into the final week, and even post-detox, this is going to be really helpful for you to figure out how many carbs you should be getting per day. For a very strict weight loss program, you might be aiming for less than 30 grams of carbs a day. But then if you're an intense, CrossFit athlete doing 2 workouts a day, you could probably be eating 200 grams of carbs a day. So carbohydrates really vary from person to person based on your health issues, your goals. Are you maintenance, weight loss, weight gain? What are you trying to do? So I would definitely read that page. And like I said, I'll post that in the Facebook group. So you all have that. Definitely a good page to read. Right, so Facebook. And then my final thing for today is just, you guys get a chance over the next week, flip through your participant workbook and flip to session number 3. We're going to cover that in more detail next Tuesday, but I think it's good just to flip through it beforehand, just to start prepping your mindset for what to do after the detox, how to slowly add foods back in. And like I said, we'll go into more detail next Tuesday. But if you can read that ahead of time, that's kind of your homework for the week. I know it's going to get a little crazy with the holiday coming up, but maybe this weekend y'all can find some time to do that.
Renee, it's Nancy.
Yeah. Hi.
Could you write that on our Facebook page too? Because I don't have a pencil right now. I can't write it down. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll post both of those.
Thanks.
No worries. I know. I think everyone's on the phone today, so it's a little bit.
I just changed the diaper while you were talking.
Oh, that's amazing. Gotta love the virtual conference call. That's great. Does anyone else have any questions or concerns?
Okay, so it's Laura. I have another question, mostly just because I'm so brain dead. So back to the number of carbs. So I saw that page in the book, and literally I saw it and I just closed the book. It became overwhelming for me. I was like, I can't think about this. Now, when they're talking about carb count, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm eating spinach and a cucumber, I'm not getting any sugars or protein or something like that. It's all carbs, right? And am I counting those carbs, or are we talking about carbs from like whole grains and stuff like that? Or is it all of them?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So my recommendation is to do a few days of counting all of your, what we call macronutrients. That's your protein, fat, and carbohydrates. My favorite way to do that is to use an app like MyFitnessPal.
Okay. Renee, you should do a little quick online tutorial at some point for using that, because I tried to do it and I thought, wow, it's a little complicated at first. Maybe you've got some shortcuts because you're used to it.
Yeah,
So,
okay. Maybe I'll do like a YouTube video of how to do that.
yeah, that would be really helpful.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so just, I'm pulling it up in front of me. I know no one can see it, but yeah, I think I'll do a YouTube video. But just for example, so if you go into the food diary and click like, let's say cucumber. All right, let's do 1 cucumber or 1 cup of cucumber. So that's 90 calories. And then it'll tell me, you know, it's 20 grams of carbs. I mean, that's a lot of cucumber. 4 grams of protein. You do get some protein in your vegetables, but yeah, it is mostly carbs. So even if you're eating low carb foods like the cucumbers and stuff, I would still count that in there just to get an idea of where you're at.
Okay.
And then after a few days, you know, I'm more than happy to look at anyone's food journal if you want me to take a look at how many carbs and figure out really where you should be.
Okay.
Makes sense. Yeah, I'm writing myself a note. So I'm going to do a YouTube video on MyFitnessPal. I think that will be helpful for you all to see.
That'd be great. Because I like it. I like that you can scan things. It worked really well. It took me a while to figure out how to make it work. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. And I use the free version, and I think it gives you more than enough information. I don't think you need to pay for premium. So Laura, hopefully that will help once you can do that to try and track. Okay. And then we'll go from there. All right. Any other questions? Nope. All right. Well, I know it's lunchtime, so hopefully everyone has some nice, healthy lunch options today. Enjoy, and I'll put this stuff on Facebook, and then I'll try to record that YouTube video for you guys today and send that out too. And then don't forget, next
Thanks,
week,
Renee.
the call to Tuesday, same time, 12 o'clock. But I just want to do it on Tuesday because I know the day before Thanksgiving is going to be crazy, and we'll be done the detox. All right, so less than a week to go, guys. Everything's doing really great.
Awesome.
Great. All right. Well, bye. I'll talk to you all soon.
Great.
Thanks.
Thanks, Renee.